Hi, welcome back to another video of mine. I seriously don't know how to start my videos anymore. I mean, I destroyed that whole intro thing that I did when I was starting my YouTube channel where it's like, hello, my name is blank, and fictional quote here. Because I don't have the attention span to actually go through Goodreads, find a character that I haven't done, and a quote by them that's recognizable. So here we are. So today I wanted to have a discussion with you all because I haven't really talked about this much on my channel. Because I just haven't really had the time to put out my opinions, but I felt like it was time to give out my thoughts. What is happening with the Chaos Walking film? I don't really talk about much of the Chaos Walking books on my channel. Go for another book I recommend every time in a video, Knife of the Lever Letting Go by Patrick Ness. Chaos Walking is better than all you guys combined. It's the best dystopian trilogy ever. No, correction, I basically talk about it in any video that I've done. I just have some questions, comments, and concerns. So I've decided to just just discuss it with you all. So basically I'm looking at a timeline of when the Chaos Walking rights were brought up to where we are now in the process of this Chaos Walking film. If you haven't read the Chaos Walking books, I don't know what you're doing here. You should probably read them. So personally, I recommend just going into this book not knowing anything. Because what made me not want to read these books for the longest time was the summary. But, you know, here we are now. I'm obsessed with them. So Screen Rant has a webpage where you have the movie and they have articles relating to it, so I'm just going in that timeline from there. If there's stuff that I missed from this filming and from the production of this film, then hate on me, because literally any Chaos Walking video I've done, people have hated on. So, we're gonna go back in time. Literally, I just wore this necklace just to make that joke, and I don't even think it was a good joke. So the Chaos Walking books were, written from 2008 to 2010, and then a year later after 2010, when the final book was released, Lionsgate acquired the rights to the Chaos Walking trilogy. Now, think about this. Let's go back to 2011. Place yourself in when 2011 was. The pre-dystopian YA movie craze. So this is before The Hunger Games was a thing, and this is before Divergent was a thing, or the other failed young adult book-to-movie adaptation. So Lionsgate acquired the rights a year before The Hunger Games. So this has been a long process of making this film. It's been 8 years in the process. And it's going to be even 9 years in the process, because the film isn't supposed to come out until 2020 now. Kind of years passed with them going through various screenwriters and directors. The screenwriter, I think, that helped some of the script of the recent film, Charlie Kaufman. If I said that name wrong, you can go hate me in the comments, because basically I pronounce anyone's name wrong here on this channel. And then Robert Zemeckis supposedly was considered for the director for Chaos Walking. If you don't know who Robert Zemeckis is, he directed Back to the Future. He's known for other many classics. He hasn't done really much in great stuff recently, so I'm kind of okay with that. He's also very, very CGI centered, but that's personally my perspective, because people have different opinions. 3 years later, after that article where they were like, hey, Robert Zemeckis might direct this film, Doug Liman finally was like, hi, I may be doing a movie for DC, but I'd rather do this film instead, and he signed on as director. Two months later, Daisy Ridley signed on for the film, and then so forth, people were casted, and people were going in arms about it. Personally, I made a video talking about the castings to the Chaos Walking film, where I got comments about how I can't pronounce names, and also that I haven't read the books. This video is supposed to be me talking about the timeline and how I feel about the Chaos Walking film, but I just want to stem away from that for a moment, because I hadn't really talked about the comments in that video. It's one of my highest ratings for my channel. Personally, this comment came the days of my KJ Appa videos, where I got a lot of Riverdale fans hating on me, so I really wasn't in the mood to deal with any more of it. Someone said, but honestly, I didn't agree with a lot of things this girl said. I just felt like she didn't pay much attention to the books. Literally, when I close a book, 5 seconds later, I can't even remember anything that happened today. I'm fine with you not agreeing with my opinions, but literally stating that I don't know anything about these books just hurt me inside, because I personally really love these books. I think in the Chaos Walking fandom, we need to come together because we're in times of need of no content. A movie that might fail because of reasons that I'll talk about, and you just come attacking. And I feel like a lot of those comments are also attacking me for stuff that I can't control. So I just wanted to put that out there before I go more into this video, because I know that this is not gonna end due to me talking about Chaos Walking. I'm going to get comments saying that I don't know much about these books, and that's because I don't remember much from these books because I read them 2 years ago. I don't remember every specific detail of books that I've read. Hell, I've read Percy Jackson 3 times now, and I don't remember much from it. And they're my favorite book series. You can't just be like, oh, since it's your favorite series, you remember everything about it. No, what I remember is the joy I was having while I was reading it, and the characters that I love. And I love Todd and Viola so much, but that's not good enough for you. I have to know every specific detail. Okay, so mini rant over. So basically the casting happened. People were kind of mad about the upping the age, and personally, I can totally see that. I personally was okay with it because I do respect the actors in the roles. But then again, every time they do amped up the characters, it matters what the script is. Let's take Percy Jackson, for example. Logan Lerman is a fantastic actor. I've stated this many times. He's a great actor. The script for Percy Jackson is terrible, and that's why he's a terrible Percy. So I don't know if this is going to be good for Tom Holland or good for Daisy Ridley. We'll see in the future if they drop a trailer, but both of them are very talented actors and in their age of prime. They're in their prime age of acting. So filming happened where in the summer of 2017. And during that summer, they released the release date of the film, which was set for March 1st, 2019. As you can see, it is past March 2019, and we still haven't gotten the film. After filming happened, there was some news and speculation like, why isn't there a trailer being released? Why hasn't anything come out except one picture of Daisy Ridley and Tom Holland? Like, what's going on? So, on April 4th, 2018, few months before stuff was supposed to happen, an article was released saying that it was going to undergo very big reshoots. Reshoots are not a good thing. Usually with films, if you reshoot a film, either there's something wrong with the script or there's something wrong with the direction. This could either be very good or very bad. I'll take some examples. Rogue One had reshoots. Rogue One is not a terrible film. It's not a great film, but the reshoots that they did add some purpose to the film. Justice League had major reshoots, and that resulted in a very lack-tone movie. Chaos Walking, it could be really bad or really good, because personally, they might be able to see while they were looking back on the footage being like, that does not fit the tone of the film. That is not what I feel like with Chaos Walking, and the director decided to make that change. With these reshoots, there's also some re-script changes. Also adds Patrick Ness into the screenwriters, who is the author of Chaos Walking. He screenwrited A Monster Calls, which is an adaptation of his own book. The movie got really good reviews. So there could be some good and positives about the reshoots. Now, these reshoots were supposed to happen earlier, but the problem was that Daisy was filming for Star Wars and Tom was filming for Marvel. So they had to wait a long time for these reshoots to happen. But due to the main actors having other projects that they had to do, reshoots weren't going to happen until December or January by speculation by Screen Rant, which they said would impact the March 2019 release. It did. So we know now in the present 2019, what we know now is that it is now set for a 2020 release. The reshoots were supposed to happen December and January. Those did not happen. They were supposed to be in February. It is now April, and those reshoots are happening from April to May. So even those reshoots were pushed back due to other stuff. Now here we are, waiting for content. Looking at the Chaos Walking film, I can't really judge a film by the production of a film. You can never really judge a film on that. There's some movies that have terrible production, but have great film. But personally, my feelings on the Chaos Walking film is I'm still hyped for it. Am I gonna not be hyped for it? No, I'm always gonna be hyped to see this book come to life and wonder how this thing can be a 2-hour film or whatever time limit it's gonna be, because it's so unique, and that's what I love about the Chaos Walking trilogy. I just feel like that's what I hope people see when they see this film, is that it's unique. Even though it's dystopian, which the dystopian craze has been out since 2015, it's coming so late. Basically every YA dystopia that has come out recently has failed miserably. Personally, I feel like this book is more than a dystopian. Do I think it's the best dystopian I've ever read? Yes. But do I think that's all it is? No. Personally, the aging up the characters, people have talked about that. I feel like it matters. It could work in the favor of the directors, or it cannot work in the favor. I was fine with the aging up because Unlike Percy Jackson, which is a kid's film, Chaos Walking is not a kid's film, guys. Literally, they're thinking about making it rated R, which I would be so hyped for. A rated R Chaos Walking film? Hell yeah, I'd be so into it. Because Chaos Walking is so violent and so serious, and I would be totally okay for an R rating. PG-13 I could be okay with, but I think like they couldn't go the standards of a PG-13 rating. I think they could do a PG-13 rating, but I would rather have a rated R version, which is really hard to make money of a rated R film, but then again we have Deadpool to prove us otherwise. I am legal of age seeing this film all by myself, so I'm okay. But Chaos Walking fans that aren't in that range will have to take a guardian with them. I've kind of like, usually when a film is like pushed back, it loses the hype. And I feel like that's what's happening with Chaos Walking. Like, fans of this thing are like gonna be like, be that old woman in Titanic where she's like, it's been 84 years. But what I'm worried about is seeing the difference between the book and the film. There might be some differences from the book to the film. This movie is just called Chaos Walking. It's not called The Knife of Never Letting Go. It's called Chaos Walking. And they casted things that are in the later books. So, like, that's when I'm like, most movies that do that, it doesn't end well. This is the thing, I can only speculate. I can't really be like, that sucks, that's good. I can just only be like, that could work, that could not work. I personally am still hyped for this film, but I'm scared. It's like seeing your child grow up. It's exciting but scary to see them like go out into the real world. While I do this video, I would also like to personally announce that I am doing a readathon of the Chaos Walking trilogy during the months of summer, which is June, July, and August. I will post more updates on my YouTube, Twitter, and my Chaos Walking Instagram if you want to follow my Chaos Walking Instagram, and also my own Instagram if you wanted to. I have links, I'll put links down in the description. But personally, I'm going to like, I'll just announce stuff as things go on, like live shows and discussions and stuff like that. So I can like finally remember everything that happens in this book. So yeah. So we'll see if this video fails or not, doesn't fail. Woohoo for that. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you like, comment, subscribe, comment down below some thoughts and feelings that you have on the Chaos Walking film. Do you think it'll be good? Do you think it'll be bad? Whatever you think. Just please don't hate me again for my pronunciation of characters. I already get that enough. I already know that. You don't have to tell me. Thank you for watching. Bye.